Part B of the tax proposals. On behalf of all the people of India and on behalf of our government, I would first like to thank all our taxpayers for their valuable contribution to nation building and for providing a better quality life to the poor and marginalized sections of society. Your tax helps provide dignity to our sisters and mothers with toilets and cooking gas connections. Your tax pays for the electricity connections to the poor who have lived in darkness for generations. The tax you pay will provide health care to 50 crore brothers and sisters and children. It is you who is ensuring. It is you who is ensuring respect, dignity, and a secure future to our retired Jawans through one rank, one pension. Thank you, taxpayers. Because of all these major tax reforms undertaken by us during the last 4.5 years, both tax collection as well as the tax base have shown significant increase, and we have made progress towards achieving a moderate taxation, high compliance regime. It is therefore just and equitable that some benefits from the tax reforms must also be passed on to the middle-class taxpayers. Keeping this in view, I propose to further reduce the tax burden on such taxpayers. Though, Madam Speaker, as per convention, the main tax proposals will be presented in the regular budget, small taxpayers, especially the middle class, salary earners, pensioners, and senior citizens need certainty in their minds at the beginning of the year about their taxes. Therefore, proposals particularly relating to such class of persons should not wait. Hence, while for the present, the existing rates of income tax will continue for FY 19-20 also, I propose the following changes. Individual taxpayers having taxable annual income up to rupees 5 lakhs will get full tax rebate. not be required to pay any tax. As a result, even persons having gross income up to rupees 6.5 lakhs may not be required to pay any income tax if they make investments in provident funds, specified savings, insurance, etc. 6.5 लाख तक जब आप ये इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हो तो 6.5 लाख तक भी कोई टैक्स नहीं आएगा अगर आप इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हो स्पेसिफाइड सेविंग्स में. In fact, with additional deductions such as interest on home loan up to 2 lakhs, interest on educational loans, national pension scheme contributions, medical insurance, medical expenditure on senior citizens, with all of these other exemptions, deductions, persons having even higher income will not have to pay any tax. This will provide tax benefit of 18,500 crore rupees to an estimated 3 crore middle-class taxpayers comprising self-employed, small business, small traders, salary earners, pensioners and senior citizens. ऐसे लगभग 3 करोड़ लोग अलग-अलग वर्गों से मध्यम वर्गीय उनको टैक्स से लगभग इससे पूरी तरीके से मुक्ति मिल जाएगी. For salaried persons, standard deduction is being raised from the current 40,000 to rupees 50,000. This will provide additional tax benefit of rupees 4,700 crore to more than 3 crore salary earners and pensioners. Currently, income tax on notional rent is payable if one has more than one self-occupied house. Considering the difficulty of the middle class having to maintain families at 2 locations on account of their job, children's education, care of parents, etc., I am proposing to exempt levy of income tax on notional rent on a second self-occupied house. ये बहुत खास एक विषय मैं आप सबके समक्ष रखना चाह रहा हूं. TDS threshold on interest earned on bank or post office deposits is being raised from 10,000 to 40,000 rupees. ये मैं मैडम स्पीकर इसलिए महत्व कह रहा हूँ कि कई हमारे पेंशनर्स हैं, कई महिलाएं हैं जो नौकरी या काम नहीं करती हैं पर उनकी पूंजी बैंक में रखती हैं. उनको TDS के कारण उनको इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न भरना पड़ता था, रिफंड लेना पड़ता था. अब 40,000 तक जब ब्याज मिलेगा बैंक से या पोस्ट ऑफिस डिपॉजिट से, उस पर TDS नहीं होगा. This will benefit small depositors and non-working spouses. Further, the TDS threshold for deduction of tax on rent is proposed to be increased from 1,80,000 to 2,40,000. अगर आप रेंट 2,40,000 तक होता है तो TDS की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. मैडम, एक मध्यम वर्गीय परिवारों में एक और ज्वलंत समस्या कई बार देखी गई. मैं मुंबई से आता हूं. मुंबई में हमने कई बार देखा, कोई दक्षिण मुंबई में रहता है, वो अपना घर बेच के दोनों बच्चों के लिए 2 घर खरीदना चाहे, दूर इलाकों में जाना चाहे, तो उसके लिए एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय सरकार ने इस बजट द्वारा लिया है. द बेनिफिट ऑफ रोल ओवर ऑफ कैपिटल गेन्स अंडर सेक्शन 54 of the Income Tax Act will be increased from investment in one residential house to 2 residential houses. For a taxpayer having capital gains up to rupees 2 crores. This benefit can be availed once in a lifetime. For making Madam, affordable housing को प्रोत्साहन देने के लिए, for making more homes available under affordable housing, the benefits under Section 81BA of the Income Tax Act is being extended for 1 more year. 80 IBA of the Income Tax Act is being extended for 1 more year. That is to all the housing projects which are approved till 31st March 2020. तो अब जो भी नया हाउसिंग प्रोजेक्ट बनेगा गरीबों के लिए, मध्यम वर्गी, 2020 तक अपने आप को अगर रजिस्टर कर ले तो उसको इनकम टैक्स में छूट मिलेगी. Also, for giving impetus to the real estate sector, I have proposed to extend the period of exemption from levy of notional income tax on income tax on notional rent on unsold inventories from 1 year to 2 years from the end of the year in which the project is completed. कभी हमारे पास किसी के पास कोई घर है अभी बिका नहीं है, कोई ऑफिस है बिका नहीं है, तो 1 साल के बाद नोशनल रेंट पे इनकम टैक्स भरना पड़ता था. अब वो 2 साल तक उनको इनकम टैक्स की छूट दे दी गई है.